back to the channel and Happy New Year. I know I'm 3 months late, but this is the first video in 2023 and I'm so excited to be back because in these short few months, AI has taken the tech world by storm and has improved our lives as business owners in several ways. Over the next few months, I'll be highlighting several AI-powered sites that can help us in various ways and help for your business. But today I am discussing the front runner, and that is ChatGPT. It is a AI-powered chatbot developed by OpenAI, and it was just launched in November 2022. So since its inception, millions of people have been using it as a tool for various reasons. And you can literally ask it anything and you will get an answer. Like, I've seen it render codes for apps, use the flows for UI design, write books, create meal plans, workout plans, and the list just goes on and on. But before we get into today's video, I will say that you shouldn't rely on ChatGPT 100% and only use it as a tool. The info being rendered only goes up to 2021, so any updates after that time would not reflect in ChatGPT's answer. Also, you need to review it for any misinformation to just make sure that what you put out there is accurate. Alright, so in today's video, I'm going to discuss how small businesses can use ChatGPT to enhance their operations, marketing, and customer experience. As small businesses face various challenges, I believe ChatGPT can provide innovative solutions that can automate tasks, provide excellent customer service to you, and save you time, leading to increased revenue. So in this video, we'll explore different ways small businesses can leverage ChatGPT to improve their businesses and stay ahead of the competition. So let's dive into it to see how ChatGPT can help you. Before we get into that, please hit subscribe. Let's get started. Okay, here we are at the website of ChatGPT. And as you can see here on the left, I have been doing some chats. I typically use this to create user flows for mobile apps that I am creating for my UI design portfolio, and just personal projects. You can also see here, it gives you some examples of how to enter your prompts, but in all honesty, there's no one formal way to do that. And it talks about its capabilities. It remembers what you said earlier in the conversation. And I'll show you how that goes later. It also saves all of your chats that you have, so you don't have to worry about it not doing that. And if you want to delete it, you can. You would just click on it and hit the trash icon. Some more capabilities is trained to decline inappropriate requests. For example, if you're asking something like how to hack into something, or what's the password or something, it's not going to do that. It's going to give you an error message. And its limitations, like I said, it has limited knowledge of the world and events after 2021. May occasionally generate incorrect information. So that's what I was saying earlier. You need to make sure that it doesn't give you any misinformation. So you will have to review it before you put it out into the world. Just make sure that it's accurate. And may occasionally produce harmful instructions or biased content. So again, read it. Don't just take what it says, and rely on it 100%. All right. So for today's video, let's get into how you can use this tool for small businesses. The first way is customer support. All right. So when you think about customer support, one example is the chat bot. So if you've ever gone to a website and they have this little automated message, usually down in the lower right hand corner, and it usually addresses frequently asked questions. So you would type something in, or they already, may already have a pre-written question, and you click on it and it'll give you an answer right away. So this is one way that ChatGPT can help you if you want to find out ways of maybe trying to get customer support in after hours. You can do that. So if you put in the prompt right now, let's see, generate a list of chatbot chatbots to answer frequently asked questions. You can get specific too. So I'm going to say a list of the top chatbots. I misspelled it, but it knows what it says. And so you can see here it's generating a list of some of the top chatbots that companies are using across the web. And this will give you an idea of, just to do some research. If you wanted to know more about any of these, you can also elaborate. So let's say I wanted to know more about number 5. I would say elaborate on number 5. And what it'll do, it'll give you more in-depth information about the TARS chatbot. So now you can see how it's going more in depth and listing some of its key features like drag and drop and multilingual support and things like that. All right. So if you wanted to stop it before, you could just hit stop generating. If you want another answer aside from this, you would just hit regenerate response and it'll give you like another response. Typically, it's like the same answer, just said another way, but I haven't seen where it's like a completely different response. All right. So that's the first way you can use ChatGPT for customer support. All right, the second way and the most popular way is to use ChatGPT for copywriting. So I'm going to delete this and you would just hit check to get rid of that. Copywriting, you can use it to get copy for anything on your site, product descriptions, whatever it is. So let's use an example that let's say we are a candle company and you want to write a product description for one of your products. So you can just say, write a short product description. And if you wanted a certain tone for that product description, persuasive or whatever, you would just add those words here. But I'm just going to keep it very simple. So write a short product description of a candle made of soy and essential oils. And also you will want to get specific when it comes to copy. You want to say write a short product description under 100 words. Let's say 75. You would just be specific like this. And see here, it will write just something short and sweet about a product candle. And this is definitely something that you will want to go in and kind of review because you want things like this to sound like the voice of your company. And sometimes because this is AI, it will sound a little robotic, but it does a very good job at giving you the base, like a good foundation to go off of. All right. So copywriting is the second way to use ChatGPT for your business. I do want to show you one more thing about the copywriting. So let's say if you want to write an about me paragraph for I don't know, just for an about me page or something like that. Or if you wanted to write a blog post, like this will write an entire blog post for you, right? Write an about me paragraph in under 500 words of a, let's see, fashion designer who creates sustainable women's wear. And it'll do that. And sometimes it'll even give like where you can like insert your name and things like that um, for more personalization. All right. So let's stop that. So, but as you can see, it is writing it. All right. So let's get rid of this and go into the third way that small business owners can use ChatGPT. The third way is social media marketing. Um, Social media is a very tedious task. Like it is so time consuming, but it does help when you have something that can write captions for you, that can give you ideas of what to post. So the two ways that you can use it for social media marketing, and there are many ways, but this is like the two top ways. One is to write captions, and again, that's kind of like copywriting, but you can get a little bit more specific for each social media platform. So let's speak with the candle business, and let's say write a short caption for a soy candle with, let's just say, warm vanilla sugar scent, and include hashtags. Hashtags, I'm just gonna say for Instagram. And see, as you can see, it even includes emojis, and it gives you the hashtags here as well. The other way for social media is to use it for um, suggestions, right? So you can say something like, how can I use, I'm going to speak with Instagram to promote my candle business. And this is for people who are literally starting out. I know it kind of seems obvious. Some conversation I found. Hold on, let's regenerate. Let me do a new chat. I'll reword it. How can you use Instagram to promote a candle business? And I know that sounds very kind of elementary, but there are a lot of people out here who really do not know how to use social media. Like they just don't know where to start. Start with social media, with content, with everything. So this is a very good way to, like, when you start literally from the ground, to get some insight, right? So it'll tell you, like, you create a business account, optimize your profile, and it shows you like how to do that, and show your profile is optimized by including a clear profile picture, things like that. And it really like gets in into depth about how you can get going. This is a really good foundation for someone who doesn't know anything about social media or marketing or content anyway, in any way possible. I do want to try one thing. Hashtags are really big on social media. So um, what are the top hashtags for, let's just say, soy candles for SEO purposes? And here it is. It gives you a list of like popular hashtags. So you can use it for writing captions. You can use it for researching like what are the top hashtags on that certain platform. And right here is like giving 20 20 of the hashtags. All right. So that is the third way that we can use ChatGPT for small businesses. This is going to lead me into the fourth way, and that is creating a content creation plan or strategy, right? So trying to find a list of topics to write about like every week or however often you post for your business can be a lot. So you can use chat gpt, especially for blog posts. I'm going to use a blog post for now as an example, because let's just say I owned a small clothing boutique, or I'm a fashion blogger, right? And I need some topics. St. Patrick's Day is tomorrow. So I want some topics around style and like what to write on for people to have something to wear for St. Patrick's Day, right? So I would say write a 500-word blog post um, about what to wear for St. Patrick's Day. Or you can do another prompt to give you ideas of blog titles. But for this, it would actually write out a actual blog post for you. Also, in this case, I will highly, 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 highly recommend reading this, making it your own voice, and checking for accuracy. But it still gives like a very good foundation. So as you can see, is typing it out. What I've learned is like typically if you ask it to write a blog post, it takes a little bit longer because I guess it's trying to like scan the internet for all of this information to bring it into one place. Um, and typically like captions or anything under like 100 words are kind of like straight to the point. So it doesn't take long. So I'm going to stop this, but as you can see, it will generate a blog post for you. So that's one way to use it for content creation. Another way would be if you're starting from the ground up, also, and you don't know a lot about, you just don't know where to start. You can also say, how can I use Chat GPT to create a content strategy? Okay. There must be a lot of people on here today, so I'll start again. And so it's saying in first person as an AI language model, I can certainly assist you in creating a content strategy. And it's giving you the steps in how to do that. So again, you can use it for actually wanting to get like the actual thing that you want to create, or you can use it for like research purposes to get started. All right. So that is the fourth way to use ChatGPT for small businesses, and that was content creation. The fifth way is for market research. Um, and with market research, I once used it to find who the competition is. So I wrote something like generate a list of independent clothing boutiques. And if let's say you want it to be very specific and local, let's just say in Dallas, Texas. I'm not in Dallas, Texas, but that's just what came to mind. Actually, I'm gonna stop generating that. I'm gonna get a little bit more specific. A list of clothing boutiques in Dallas, Texas, and their websites. And that way you can go to like their websites and do market research or comp research. When you go to people's websites, you can more than likely get connected to their social media. You can see like how they post, how they have their social media feeds set up, how often that they post, like really in-depth ways of like researching and looking at your competition. And so here you can see it's a clickable link and it'll take you straight there and it'll give you like a list of the local clothing boutiques. Now, how I use this, because I'm a fashion designer, I'm not, using it for I'm not a boutique. I'm also a fashion designer in addition to being a web designer. I use this when I want to get clothes into businesses. And so I can also say, hey, what are the clothing boutiques in Dallas, Texas? And I can just look this up. All right. So you can use it for market research in that way. And then also you can ask questions like, what is the forecast for, I don't know, for maybe marketing trends for small boutiques. Right. So it's giving the disclaimer, listen, this is going to be before September 2021. All right. So, but before then, this is what the information is. So pop-up events and collaborations, influencer marketing. So it gives you an idea of like what direction you should be heading marketing wise. So chat gpt is really good for marketing and market research. All right, so that is the fifth way. And I am going to give you one more that is for sales assistants. Now I remember looking at a lady talk about how they use chat gpt for sales assistants, and I'm like, how in the world? Like, because chat gpt, you give information, it gives information back. But in order to get for sales, you need analytics. You need to see how the customer is moving when they're on your website, what products they're looking at. um, you know that way you can use that data to give product recommendations and things like that. And I'm like, oh, well, chat gpt doesn't outright do that, right? So if we type in here, how can ChatGPT help small businesses with sales assistance? Right, so it gives like this um, list, like lead generation, product information. But again, I want to know about the data analytics, how it can like actually be used for like telling where the customer is doing, like how does it grab analytics, because chat gpt doesn't outright do that. So I'm going to say elaborate on number 5 on sales analytics, and let's see if it brings up like this is how we actually have to do this. So it talks about sales forecasting, customer segmentation, product performances. And again, all of this stuff you still have to go on the back end and get into the analytics, which ChatGPT doesn't do. So, what I'm going to outright ask is, does um, ChatGPT have a feature to analyze customer data? So again, it's giving me the same thing, but I know that it can't like outright like analyze customer data. So I'm going to stop this and I'm going to say, okay, directly analyze data on customer shopping. And maybe not analyze, maybe I'm going to say collect data. Right. And so now it says ChatGPT does not have the capability to directly collect data on customer shopping behavior. And so, oops, excuse me. So now it's saying, yeah, we can't do that, but we can do it with integrations. Um, and so that's how much in depth you have to be sometimes as a user to find out the answer that you want. And sometimes you have to ask like different questions and ask them in different ways, right? So yeah, so if you integrate it with things probably like Google Analytics or some type of analytics software, then you can take that chat gpt can take that data and then kind of analyze it from there, right? Like, so you can put in here, oh, I can see that this product is, the most looked at, most bought, or whatever. And then put it in Chat GPT, and they can give like recommendations on how to maybe like market it more and things like that. So yeah, so that's just another thing to know, that you're going to have to, it's not as simple sometimes as just typing something in and getting the information back. Like, you may have to like dig and dig and dig a little bit more. All right. So those are the 6 ways that small businesses can use ChatGPT for their businesses. One is customer support. You can use it for copywriting. You can use it for social media marketing and research, and you can use it for content creation strategy, sales assistance, and for market research. Okay. So thank you guys for tuning in. If you want to know more information around AI, leave some comments below. Maybe you use it yourself for something. Maybe you use it in a way that I didn't mention here in this video. I would love to hear like any suggestions that you have or any questions. I am, like I said earlier, I am going to be doing a lot of AI stuff over the next couple of months, because it's just so big and booming, and it's a lot of things that can help with small business owners like yourself. So, yeah, hit the subscribe button, and you can get notifications whenever I put up a new video, which I am doing every week, every week on Tuesday or Thursday. All right. Thank you so much, and you guys take care until next time.